Most of us think that childhood experiences stay in the past, that once we grow up and move forward, they no longer affect us. But what happened in your early years could be silently shaping your health today, as an adult, emotionally and physically, and it could be impacting your risk for heart disease, diabetes, autoimmune disorders, and even how long you live. This isn't just about major trauma. Even subtle, chronic stressors like growing up in a home where you felt unsafe, unseen, or emotionally unsupported can have long-term effects on the body. The good news is that your past does not have to dictate your future. While childhood adversity can leave lasting imprints, healing is absolutely possible. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how. Hi, I'm Valerie, a lifestyle nurse. I believe that no matter your age or current health status, you have the power to take charge of your well-being and live a longer, healthier life. My goal is to share with you the knowledge and tools that will empower you to make that happen. In this video, I'm talking about adverse childhood experiences and how they impact physical health, sometimes in ways that don't show up until decades later. So if you've ever struggled with unexplained health issues, chronic stress, or a sense that something is off in your body, your past experiences might be playing a bigger role than you think. But more importantly, I want you to know that while childhood trauma does leave an imprint, it does not have to define your future. The effects may always be a part of your story, but they can be softened, reshaped, and managed in ways that support your health and well-being. In this video, I'll explore how adverse childhood events affect the body and what you can do to help better regulate your nervous system and reduce your health risks. Adverse childhood experiences refer to stressful or traumatic events that happen during childhood, shaping the way a person develops both mentally and physically. These can include abuse, neglect, or growing up in an unstable home with factors like parental addiction, mental illness, or domestic violence. But it's important to understand that trauma isn't always about just one dramatic event. The everyday stress of chronic emotional neglect, feeling unseen, or growing up in a household where love felt conditional can be just as impactful. Children who grew up walking on eggshells, constantly trying to keep the peace, or striving for perfection to gain approval may not recognize the experiences as trauma, but their bodies still internalize that chronic stress. For the more obvious trauma, there is a tool called the ACE score, which measures how many experiences classified as adverse you had before the age of 18. Research has found that the higher your ACE score, the greater your risk of chronic disease, mental health struggles, and a shorter lifespan. But just because your score is low does not mean that you did not experience lower grade, complex trauma that can still have a major impact on your health. I also want to make something very clear. This is not about blame. Many parents did the best they could with the resources and knowledge that they had at the time. The point here is to recognize patterns so that we can begin to break free from them and move toward healing. When we experience chronic stress in childhood, our bodies adapt to survive. The nervous system becomes more wired for fight or flight, meaning it learns to stay in a heightened state of alertness. While this is a great survival mechanism in dangerous situations, staying in this state for years can take a major toll on the body. One of the biggest ways adverse childhood experiences impact health is through long-term stress hormone dysregulation. When stress is ongoing, the body releases higher levels of cortisol, which over time can lead to inflammation, insulin resistance, and damage to blood vessels. This is why people with high ACE scores are at a significantly increased risk for heart disease, high blood pressure, obesity, and diabetes. But the effects don't stop there. Studies have linked adverse childhood experiences to a higher likelihood of developing autoimmune disorders, chronic pain conditions, osteoarthritis, and even certain types of cancer. The immune system, when constantly triggered by stress, can either become overactive, attacking the body's own tissues, or underacting, leaving the body more vulnerable to disease. And beyond a direct effect on our biology, adverse childhood experiences influence behaviors that can further increase health risks. So people who grew up in high-stress households are more likely to turn to smoking, other substance use, emotional eating, or other coping mechanisms that provide temporary relief but harm long-term health. These behaviors are often survival strategies that started in childhood. But the most important thing is adverse childhood experiences are not a life sentence. Yes, they increase risk, but they don't dictate your future. There are proven ways to heal and reduce these risks, and that's what we're going to focus on next. The effects of childhood adversity may show up in your body, but that means healing can happen in the body too. Understanding your past is the first step, but it's what you do next that matters most. A powerful way to start is through reflection and self-awareness. Often, we push childhood experiences aside, assuming that they're not relevant to our current struggles. But taking time to examine your early experiences without judgment can help you connect the dots. Journaling can be an incredible tool here. Writing down memories, exploring patterns, or asking yourself questions like, what were the unspoken rules in my house growing up, can help uncover lingering emotional wounds. For many, working with a trauma-informed therapist can be life-changing. Therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, and somatic experiencing are all designed to help reprocess traumatic memories, regulate emotions, and develop healthier coping mechanisms. Another key part of healing is learning to listen to your body. Trauma does not just exist in our minds. It is stored in our nervous system. If you find yourself constantly tense, experiencing unexplained pain, or struggling with digestive issues, your body may be holding on to stress in ways you have not fully recognized yet. Practices like deep breathing, yoga, or even gentle movement can help regulate the nervous system and release stored tension. If you've experienced childhood adversity, know that you are not alone, and more importantly, you are not powerless. Your past experiences may have shaped you, but they do not define your future. The body and brain are incredibly resilient, and with the right tools, healing is possible. Taking steps to acknowledge your past, care for your body, and build a support system can have a profound impact on both your mental and physical health. This isn't about fixing yourself. You were never broken. It's about understanding how your experiences shaped you and making choices that support your health moving forward. If this video resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please drop a comment below, share your experience, or let me know if you'd like me to dive deeper into specific topics regarding this. As a childhood trauma survivor myself, this topic is deeply meaningful to me, and I would love to see if there is an interest for more videos like this one. So please let me know. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on health, longevity, and healing. Thank you for being here, and as always, please take good care of yourself.